Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Yeah, this is me, Rob Paulson. You are listening to the Zero Dark Nerdy podcast with the rest of us. Enjoy yourselves, Narf.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the world's most notorious pop culture podcast.
The filthiest of the filthy.
Brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network and betonline.ag. Happy New Year out there, everybody. We do want to give a big RIP shout out to an angel going back to heaven. She was with us almost for 100 years. Almost made that 100-year mark. Betty White, we miss you already. Angel sent down from heaven.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, I'm definitely putting that in there. Wow. We lost her right before 2022, but you
wasn't
will
it
be missed.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
The fourth one, the final Golden Girl.
The final
Golden Girl. And she was the oldest Golden Girl, too.
Yeah.
A lot of people do not know that. I was actually surprised because we all figured that
Sophia
was the oldest. Yeah. But, all right. Back to a lighter note. This is your boy, Brian, a.k.a. El Nino, and today I'm joined with...
it's Mateo, a.k.a. your casual genius.
And it's Jerry, a.k.a. J. Don, a.k.a. the trivia kingpin of Greensboro.
Woo-hoo! King of the puns out there.
And it's Jordan.
No puns, no AKAs. She just keeps it real, I guess. Just wrapped up during the holiday season, Hawkeye, the last installment from the MCU last year on Disney Plus. 6 episodes. We're going to get into overall reactions, favorite moments, least favorite moments, final thoughts, and then our opinion on that post-credit debacle, I guess you could say. Before we do get into this episode, I have a question for each and every one of y'all.
What?
Do you think that the Tracksuit Mafia got a bulk discount on their tracksuits?
Absolutely.
I would hope so.
I actually think they didn't pay for any of them.
Yeah, they definitely stole them all from, I'm sure, like a big Costco truck that was going to South Jersey somewhere.
I love how they were talking about tracksuits in pop culture, too. Like in that truck, they were talking about like Run DMC.
Yeah.
Like Royal Tannenbaums and shit. Like,
No, we don't look like that.
No, we don't.
All right, so let's get into it. Matthew, let's go ahead and start with you, brother.
Oh, me? Favorite part, I guess?
Yeah, just whatever. Just kind of, what overall thoughts.
Yelena.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank God for her. And the accent is kind of shitty, right? But I don't care. It's great.
It's not great. Yeah.
I disagree.
You like it? Do you think it's
awesome.
believable?
And you texted me and you were like, her accent is great. And I was like, yes, it is.
I must have had a little bit
It's
to drink
great
that
with
night.
her face.
Yes.
And that's like, she pulls it off. It's kind of ridiculous.
She does pull it off.
She pulls it off. And
Yeah. Okay.
Let's have it. Okay. Just debate me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's she originally from?
I believe
she's
England.
British.
Yeah, she's British.
Well, they can do everything.
They really can.
Or, I'm sorry, they do everything.
Yeah.
They do much better American accents. They talk better English than I do.
Except for Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah. True.
This really sucks.
True.
He's just a weirdo.
Yeah. So besides Yelena, Matthew, what else? What other things that stick out to you in terms of all things Hawkeye?
That one part when Yelena walked in with the green coat. God damn. But, okay, wait. Let me be serious.
Welcome to the Yelena show.
I loved Echo. Echo was really cool. I think they
Real great.
did her real well, or rather, the actress portrayed her very well.
Yes.
Hawkeye, he's amazing. Like he's just a great actor.
Yes.
Period.
I really like Jeremy Renner.
Anything he watched, like I want to go back and watch Wind River. They're both in that. Him and Scarlet Witch.
That's right. They are both in that.
And
And he's great in The Town. Yeah, I think his
The
Boston
Town
accent's
is-
better than Ben Affleck's.
Oh,
Yeah.
BetOnline.ag has you covered in 2022 and remains your number one spot for all basketball and football action this season with more props, odds, and lines than ever before. Head to the new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE50 to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV From basketball, football, NHL, boxing, UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2022 season. BetOnline.ag is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports. BetOnline, it's where the game starts.
The Town is one of my favorite movies, strangely, because it is Boston. At any rate, Hawkeye. The Tracksuit Mafia was funny. The mom from The Conjuring gives me like MILF vibes.
Yeah.
But it's like, I shouldn't. It's like, no. But yeah.
Yeah. What's her name, Jordan?
Vera Farmiga.
There it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, she was great.
She's Norma Bates, too.
She's also
Bates
a
Motel.
very good actress.
She
also,
is.
so.
She is. I think I first saw her in The Departed. That was kind of my introduction
Really?
to her. And then she was in Up in the Air with George Clooney. So, yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
you
just
don't-
call her the Conjuring girl.
Yeah.
Well, you don't put her in the series without her being a big character.
Right.
And I personally thought that they were going to go in the Madame Mask direction, and they might even still after this, she might evolve into Madame Mask because she was a character in the comic series that this was taken from.
Oh, nice.
So they might be positioning her to take over that role later.
I was wondering if they would do more with her because, especially when she goes to, when she goes to jail at the end. I don't remember what her last line was, but I was just like, yeah, there's more.
Oh,
There's more
She
to
comes
come.
back.
She sounded salty.
She was she was just
You think?
she was just gaslighting Kate about like
Yes.
she was
being
your
Kate's
own
mom.
mother, and I was like, okay, she'll come.
Oh,
back.
yeah, you're going to, this would you do for your mom on Christmas? You lock her
Yeah,
up or
yeah,
something? Some
yeah.
shit like that.
She about went Denzel. You think you're going to do this shit to me?
Oh, you playing basketball in Pelican Bay. Anyway, Vera, great actress. Also, note, whenever you see someone taken to jail in the Marvel universe, it's very...
It might as well just say to be continued.
Yeah, they're going to get out. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's underwater.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Baron Zemo. I'm sure we'll see him soon.
oh yeah.
yeah, right. So I like the storytelling of it all.
Okay.
Aside from that Rogers musical,
We'll get to that later.
that was cringy as fuck.
It was meant to be over the top, though. Come on, like it did its purpose.
It's like, that guy wasn't there.
Well, you see the disgust in Clint's eyes.
Right.
Oh my God, this sucks.
And I was on his team with it. I was like, oh, yeah, this is some bullshit.
And even his kids, like they weren't, they were fine with leaving too.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Dad, it's cool. You were here.
You did this shit.
Your story's better.
One of the funniest things ever was just like, first of all, that guy wasn't here, and then talking about the Ant-Man guy.
Yeah.
It
It was
really
like
great.
what? Like a little Asian dude on top of it? too?
Yeah, with his Pym T-shirt on.
Yeah, that's how we knew who he was. Him. Yeah.
Well, I guess they got someone that was smaller than the rest of the cast.
Right. Just went searching for Asian
Oh, that's
jockeys.
racist.
Well, I didn't cast it, did I?
Damn it, Marvel.
Musical.
I enjoyed it. I think actually, and we were talking about this earlier, I think it's my favorite so far of the shows.
Okay.
The series with WandaVision coming close.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I dig it.
we'll go around.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
This was fun. This was meant to be fun. I'm not sure. I was confused on what it was supposed to be. I thought it was going to be. Well, it was. I think it was a bunch of things all rolled into one. Like it was a murder mystery. It was a buddy cop movie. It was a Christmas movie. It was a lot of stuff rolled into one. And I don't know. Like with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you kind of knew this is what it is. This is the kind of story we're getting. With this, I really didn't know what we were getting until we saw it. I mean, yeah, it's all based on the premise of Christmas time in the Marvel universe, but I didn't know what direction they were going to go with it. I know the inspiration was the comic, and so they took a lot from the comic. I like I said, it was fun. It was what it was. There was a lot of great things, and then there were a lot of not so great things. I think
I want you to start with the not so great.
Well, I was going to say episode 5 was by far the best episode. because it gave us so much. It gave us the Yelena blip at the beginning,
Right.
where in WandaVision we saw the
Rambo.
Yeah, we saw from the perspective of the people in the hospital, people, you know, blipping out or coming back, or yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a lot to keep up with.
But it was a different perspective, is what my point is.
Well, by now it's actually something to look forward to in the next movies coming up, like who blipped and how did that affect
we
everything
saw
else.
well,
Like,
this time we saw it from Yelena's perspective,
Right.
like it was instantaneous versus
and the bathroom changed
5
at the
years
same
later,
time,
people
and
start
it was
showing up.
really good.
It was a very well shot scene the way they did that.
Yeah, and the back and forth between Kate and Yelena was great. She's just so. She even said it's like, stop making me like you. You know.
Yeah. And how she government names her too.
Right.
Kate Bishop.
I had my problems with it. You want to hear some bad things?
Yeah, come on. Bring it.
The watch bullshit.
Watch.
Yeah, it was so that watch you're talking about is way more important than this watch. Wow. It was a unnecessary mystery to keep some shit going. Like it's a retirement watch. Who cares?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was expecting some Stark Tech
That means
shit.
Linda Cardellini is a fucking Avenger.
But that was for us. That was a reveal for us, the audience. Like the watch. What did they want the watch for?
Right. Like I said, I was expecting some Tony Stark shit.
Yeah.
Like something.
Yeah, like a
Turn into something, open something,
Right.
via password. Yeah.
another Edith glasses, something. You know,
Right.
like
Right.
we got
Right.
nothing.
It literally was a retirement gift, and I was just
Bullshit.
Like, okay.
God damn. Okay.
Jerry did not like that.
I liked Echo until they took her out of the fucking show
Right.
for a minute. You know, like I think they made her an afterthought. They're pushing for this new character, which I'm sure they're trying to pull Daredevil lore into her show coming up, but it felt like she wasn't that big a deal when they built her up like she was going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm really hoping she gets some redemption in this new show. I'm sure they're going to fill it up with Matt Murdock and Daredevil stuff too.
Right.
But they set it up at the end to where if she thinks Kingpin's dead, she's going to find out that he's not dead and come after him again. So
Yeah.
Also the post-credit scene should have set up something else and not just a rehashing of the song. And
Well, those people worked really hard on that, man.
I understand. That could have been the very last thing.
Yeah.
But
That could have been a bonus.
extra.
Give us
Yeah, exactly. Behind the scenes.
give
something.
us something else.
Yeah.
But there was some good stuff too. But I'll pass it along and we'll get back to me and my
Well, what's
grumpiness.
Matt gave it kind of his rating. Like where, as far as the other
I
shows out?
don't. It was fun, and then it became a cartoon at the very end
Okay. Okay.
with the Wilson Fisk. Not, I don't know. I guess he had to have been holding back because he ripped a fucking car door off. Right?
yeah.
Like, he had to have
Not
been
an
holding
easy
back.
feat.
But then Kate got the best of him. He just seemed
It's a great
really
scene.
compared to the Daredevil shows, and this I guess it comes down to, is this the Kingpin from the actual one from the Daredevil shows?
Right.
I don't think so. I think it's got to be a variant of that one.
Yeah.
Because this one's way too much like a Saturday morning cartoon than the Daredevil version that we got. What did I say last time that Loki was my favorite? Since we've recorded that episode, I put WandaVision up at the top still, and it's
Okay.
still number one.
Okay.
WandaVision, Loki, Falcon, Winter Soldier, this, and what if.
Okay.
Wow.
Like it.
It's pretty low.
It's not an exam. It's not like my trivia night.
Jordan, what are your thoughts on it? Especially this being the first MCU show that you finished, start to finish.
Yeah. I really liked it, but it took half the season. It took till episode 3 for me to appreciate what it is, like the atmosphere that was created, because it was very kind of corny cartoon but then I got used to it and I realized they're doing it like it's supposed to be that way. So by that episode, probably was it episode 2 or 3 where like the car chases that ends up at the bridge and
3.
I thought it was earlier than that.
I think it was episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that in my notes.
so right about there I was like, okay, I like this. And especially when Florence Pugh came, obviously, because that's why I started watching it, because I was like, anything Florence Pugh A, and then B, I genuinely loved her in Black Widow, so I wanted to see more of her.
You knew she was coming already because of the Black Widow. Scene.
Yeah. I really liked all the characters. I was not a big Hawkeye fan before this show. Like, I don't care. I did not care about him. I remember
guy with
watching
arrows.
Endgame.
Right.
Or no, not Endgame. I remember watching Black Widow with you and TT, and I was just like, and the ending was like, the Hawkeye was on the picture, so that was the big thing. Is Hawkeye's the next thing, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care at all. And then I appreciate him more now. He's one of the most relatable Avengers, and your more average Joe kind of guy. So
He doesn't heal up
Right.
yeah,
Right.
the way the other ones do.
So when you saw the end of Black Widow and it was Yelena at the gravesite,
Yeah.
right? And you saw his picture, you was like, oh.
yeah.
No, that was literally her response. She's like, I could care less. I'm like,
But you knew she was
Young
going to come
child.
back, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
That
I was
meant
excited
more,
for her.
It meant more Yelena.
Yeah, that's what I was excited for. I was not excited for Clint.
Jordan's like, no, Elena, no me.
Yeah.
No, if she
ain't
wasn't
wrong.
in his show, I would not have watched it. If she wasn't,
See?
probably I wouldn't
Ain't
have.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and I liked Echo, but I do like Jerry. I wish she was more prominent in it. But I mean, I guess I'm excited that she's getting her own show, of course.
You know, I
She's
kind
a
of feel
really-
like we may think that she wasn't as prominent because she didn't talk, but she was prominent. She had a couple of episodes.
I just didn't like that they would randomly. She wouldn't be there though. Like they would just.
Right,
And this,
okay.
she just because I thought that it had become a very like equally about Hawkeye and almost as equally about Echo, and then because they made it seem that way,
And
and
then
then
it
they
wasn't.
would take her out.
Yeah.
I
sometimes in important scenes.
I blame the execs that before the show came out announced that there was going to be an Echo show. The announcement came before the show came on.
I didn't know that.
So in my mind, I was expecting a more prominent character.
Gotcha.
But based on that, maybe that was just me.
But it's still not enough.
I don't.
You know
think
what I
they
mean?
gave us
Yeah.
enough. I think
You don't think it was enough?
I think they could have had more her and Kingpin relationship throughout the entire series, not just the last 2 episodes.
I get that.
Like they could have stretched that out and given her more time that way and more development that way.
Yeah.
But that all goes back to like Private Pile and how many episodes he signed on for that.
Right.
I love how it's just private pile.
Oh yeah, he's Private Pile.
He was
Yeah.
tweeting about it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
he was daring us out.
Hold on. Where's that?
I miss you guys.
No,
Yeah.
That's what.
We'll leave that.
That was the one I was looking for, though. I agree. I do believe this, and I want to get a little bit of feedback from everybody on this. Granted, I think that they tried to shove a lot in the final episode for sure, let alone the last 2. So the fact that it was only 6 episodes long, I could see why, we didn't, you feel, because I kind of feel the same way too, as far as Echo. I think they tried to cram in a lot, especially in the final 2, where the first 3 did drag a little bit. No, they weren't terrible, but they did drag to where if you're going to have 6, I think they should have spaced it out a little bit better, because it was like the first 3 and then it's boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, and then it's over. So, or maybe at least done 7 or 8 episodes. That's just my opinion. I
Yeah,
think
they
they
could've.
really tried to do
Yeah.
a lot in those last 2, in particular, last episode.
No, I can agree with that, but I also appreciate the moments that we had.
Yeah.
Like when everyone came on the rooftop and we first saw Yelena,
Right.
right? And then Echo, that was Echo's apartment right over there.
Yeah.
And like that was awesome.
That was not nice, Yelena. That was
No.
badass. I'm killing you, Yelena.
I'm here to
That was a
take your
really
life.
awesome introduction.
That's when
in
Clint
this
was like,
show.
"Oh, this shit didn't change."
Yeah. I should have gone home for Christmas.
So that and the whole Rockefeller Center shit, I love that.
Yeah.
He got stuck in the tree, which was awesome. I always wanted to climb
And
that
the
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The little owl, that was so
Oh,
cool.
so
and I
cute.
looked it up. It's just because there was an owl that was stuck in the Rockefeller tree, and they named it
At that
Rockefeller.
time.
Yeah.
No shit. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was obviously something. Like, what was that? I thought something in the Marvel universe. No, it's just they happened. An owl was stuck in
Definitely
the
a
Rockefeller
real
tree, and they
owl.
named it Rocky or something like that.
I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah.
And it ate little tiny people.
Sure did. Took a whole van of them.
That was
Tracksuit Mafia.
insane. Some of the things. Can I talk about some of the things I
No.
liked about
No.
it? No.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to? You're like, I'm just here
Sorry.
for Florence Pugh.
Yeah. Yelena.
Say Yelena. Say
Yelena and
Yelena.
I think Haley Steinfeld did a great job as Kate
Yeah.
Bishop.
Wonderful
That
Kate
was
Bishop.
great
And
casting.
it's taken us this long to actually get her name out.
Yeah.
Because I those are some of the I collect tons of comics, but it's rare that like I sit down and read a bunch of them. But I read quite a few. Like she shows up in Miss America a lot, which is my favorite thing, just because she's Hispanic and queer and just cool. So
You're not wrong.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll be seeing her and the new Doctor Strange coming out soon. America Chavez.
America
I'll believe it when I
Chavez.
see it. I've been waiting too long. Whatever.
There's no word on
and they
who
kept canceling
cast,
her comic, whatever. But that was because it fits her personality. It fits like the vibe of the West Coast Avengers comics. Like it's more like it's more like a little bit more light.
Well, it's to your point where it's like this. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was, but
It's a fun
I think
watch.
she did that.
Yeah.
Like, because you had to have Clint all stoic and all of that.
Yeah.
And, she
And they
was
talk a lot in
fangirling.
the
And
show about how she's like childish. Her mom's like, you're grown up rich and
don't
spoiled,
know shit.
privileged. You don't know anything, and so that she captured that vibe pretty good.
Well, they even said we want a Haley Steinfeld type in the role.
Oh.
And wouldn't it be awesome if we could get her? And
Oh wow, that's
yeah,
cool. I
they
didn't know
actually
that.
went after her for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
should be a fool to say no.
So, Jerry, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say I did like a lot of things because we were, reminded. I really like, after seeing the whole thing, I really like Jack Duquesne, aka the Swordsman.
Really?
He's just, dude, he was just a nice guy with a sword. Really?
He really was, though. I mean, you're expecting the
Fine.
twist. You're expecting the turn the
He
entire
was
time.
he was a rich prick.
Yeah.
However, he was making an effort the whole time. Like we find out, lo and behold, he was trying to make it work. And he was
but that's,
duped by her mom.
It's like simping.
That's
what it is,
It was
man.
great though. He
It's
served his
simping.
purpose. We figured he was the red herring villain. We all thought he had more to do, and he didn't. He served his purpose, and he showed out at the end. He was fighting alongside the LARPers. It's great.
He said, "Oh balls!"
Like,
I got
what
some
about this
blood on
guy? He was like, no, he's on our team. I really like Jack Duquesne. I liked it when he was like, I've never worked a day in my life. That was really funny. How dare you?
That's preposterous.
I really liked getting introduced to Grills and the LARPers.
Yeah.
Them being, first responders and cops and firefighters and stuff like that
Yeah,
too. Like
that was a great
That
shot.
was really
out.
cool. Yeah.
yeah,
shout out.
it's like they want to do this on their in their free time. So like they want to be, they're already heroes, but
Yeah.
they want to play like they're Avengers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, like
so-
when they came out of the building with their
new
costumes
gear
it was
on.
like, dun, 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 like it was pretty cool.
kind of looked a little Asgardian-ish.
A little bit.
Yeah, but it served its purpose. They were taken seriously. I like them. I like the Pimtech showing up. I like that we found out that it was, his relationship with Scott that got him those trick arrows, because he was like, wow, I need to ask Scott or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's obviously where he didn't get him from Dr. Pym. That's for sure.
No.
And then that amazing Yelena blip scene was the best thing. I thought the WandaVision scene was crazy. I mean,
Right.
it is, but that one, it really got me.
I agree. I know that was no plot
part,
twist
Brian?
here. No plot twist here. No, I agree. I thought it was a very fun show. I actually didn't think the first 3 episodes dragged as much as most people thought. I thought it was a good base, especially just the opening scene where that's how Kate was introduced to Clint and the Avengers when the Battle of New York. And I do agree. Like, I've never hated Hawkeye. Like, he's definitely not my least favorite Avenger.
He's never been anyone's favorite. though.
Right.
He at least bumped up a notch
Well,
or
yeah.
two, right?
Yeah.
after this
he's
show.
Kate Bishop's favorite. How's that?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not on that Falcon level like with Jordan Brown, but that's for another episode and many other episodes that we've already done, by the way. So make sure you check those out.
I don't like Falcon either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jordan hates Falcon.
Well, there is no Falcon
Jordan
right
Brown,
now.
not Jordan that's in the studio. Jordan
He's
Brown.
Captain America now,
the new Captain
guys.
America.
Because he's black.
Torres is Falcon, I guess.
So some of the things that I would have liked to have seen more of, I actually would have liked to have seen the LARPers when they were making the costumes. I would have liked for them to thrown in like his mask from the comics. Not saying he had to wear it, but just for them to like make
Give
it,
him one,
give
just
him
a
one to
visual.
put it on, and then just him like
Yeah.
throw the
Screw
thing
this.
right off. Like I thought that would have been super cool. I was surprised that they didn't do that. I know
At
they
least she
threw
drew it.
Yeah,
Right? She
yeah.
drew
Well,
it.
they put it on, like an outline of it on the his armor. I don't know what the hell you
It's a
call
suit.
it. Suit. Yeah, that shit ain't armor.
His chest. Yeah, it's
they're,
not
they're
armor.
just LARPing.
Latex.
So stretchy.
Yeah, I agree. The watch thing, yes, it does confirm that his wife was Mockingbird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Agent
was
19.
expecting so much more than just a retirement gift that was caught in the rubble of Endgame.
Well, if you think about it, they didn't want anyone else to find it
Right,
and then come after her,
right.
use her.
But it ain't like it said her name, though. It just said Agent
It said
21
19
or
and a
Agent
shield
19.
thing.
Right.
Unless it's got some kind of top secret shit in it.
And that's my thing. I thought there was like top
Which it
secret
might.
information in it, which hopefully it
Which it
still
might.
does. Right.
Microfilm.
You know,
Right.
movie with The Rock. Watch that. That was a Nazi watch. That had shit in it. Anyway.
Oh, no. You guys are good. But yeah, I thought as far as episodes, episode 3, right up there with 6. Like I said, I do think that they tried to cram in too much into 6 for the season finale. Was one of my favorites. Introduction of Echo. I thought the fight scene at KB Toys was not just great, but what a throwback. KB Toys.
Yeah.
That was the shit back in the
Man,
day.
they had everything, but
Yeah.
it was so expensive.
It was.
It was more expensive.
It was more expensive.
Yeah. It was like Toys R Us, and then the most expensive was KB Toys. But it was in every mall, though, at the
It
time.
was in every mall.
And that's the thing. So I love that throwback to KB Toys. It just took me back to the mall in the 80s and 90s. And I thought the car chase scene was beautifully shot.
Yeah, that was like a continuous shot. They went
Right.
on for maybe like
took
maybe
it
like
to the
3
bridge.
minutes.
Yeah.
Like a continuous shot,
Yeah,
meaning like the camera did not stop moving.
Exactly. And just the way it was going in
Didn't
and out
cut.
of the car. And I just thought it was so
Like they'd
cool.
lost someone
That's
and then
always
somebody else came back.
impressive.
Right. Yeah, that continuous action shot was cool. And I enjoyed the trick arrows. I mean, was it a little much? Was it cartoony?
Those were very cartoony.
Yes. 100%, but it was supposed to be that. And I mean, I swear it went from maybe like 20 guys in the tracksuit mafia
Oh my
to like
God.
Like
150.
1,000? Yeah.
Like they just kept coming.
It
Like,
was
where are
like-
they coming from?
Like waves in a video, like
Yeah.
if you're doing survival in GTA and it's just like increasing waves.
Yeah, it was like Call of Duty zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah,
They just kept
didn't
coming
stop.
out.
What, free tracksuit?
Yeah. That's probably
Sign
what
me
it was.
up.
It's like, bro, I have wear tracksuit. I fight with them.
That one guy was pretty funny though, who got the relationship advice from
Bro,
Kate.
I wanted to thank you.
Yes. What concert was it that he took her to see?
What's up? Why don't
Oh,
I
Imagine
Coldplay.
Dragons,
Imagine
right?
Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was no that what?
That's what she told
I
him
thought
not
she
to
said
take.
that.
Yeah, that's where she was like. Oh, then you don't have to go to Imagine Dragons concert. He's like, I love Imagine Dragons, bro. But then they ended up going to what? Like
Maroon?
To Maroon
Was it
5.
Maroon 5.
Okay.
Maroon
Yeah.
5.
I was like,
Yeah. It was fun. You know, it was witty. I mean, is it my favorite out of the ones that came last year? No, but I don't think it's at the bottom for me. I think it's because to me, Clint Barton is obviously the most relatable Avenger because he's really the most human out of all of us. Like even compared
He's
to Natasha,
just a dude.
Yeah.
he's just a dude that's really good with arrows and hitting the bullseye. So I would probably put this above Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Hell
So, you know, this is probably like 3 and 4 for me. So again, it was fun, easy watch. If you have not seen any of the other prior MCU shows on Disney Plus, I don't think you really had to catch this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So you could get in and not have to worry about what happened in WandaVision. You know, as far as like really going through, like, are there some tie-ins? Yes, of course, but not to the point to where
You just need to see
you're really
Black
going to
Widow.
miss. Yeah,
you
Black
you
Widow.
need to see to understand a lot.
Especially
With the Yelena, at
Yelena's
least.
story.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was great. And her and Kate Bishop's relationship, I can't wait to see that morph into hopefully either West Coast Avengers or New Avengers. We all know it's coming eventually. So let's get to it. Post credit.
Oh wait, I thought if anybody you would have mentioned the giant piano from Big that they were on in that one scene.
What?
They were in the FAO. They were in the FAO Schwartz and like he was on the big piano.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Big
That was
immediately.
like where Kingpin did he die?
Oh, yeah.
The fight.
No.
Yeah.
Kate Bishop fight. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I feel like shit. I need to rewatch that episode again.
The word.
You know what happened? I probably got like a text at that exact moment. And it was just like, oh, let me in
Yeah.
there.
Okay, Brian.
Real
It
quick.
Okay.
wasn't like they did a song on the piano.
right.
No, they did not.
It was there.
Right. Oh, my God. Yeah, because I would have brought that up. That's my favorite
Which is wild
freaking
because
movie.
FAO Schwartz closed down a long time ago.
Yeah. The musical happening again.
The musical.
Rogers.
the full song. I guess.
The full song, which we get it. I know
Yeah.
people put a lot of time in it, and apparently they brought in like people that did plays.
Yeah,
in Broadway.
those are definitely
They would have to,
Broadway
yeah.
performers.
And we get it, time and energy, and it's not so much. I want to address this now. And we were talking about this, I believe, beginning of the show, before the show.
Yeah.
This would have been a great bonus and extended scene, something like that
At the very end.
Yeah, I think it's just more we were robbed of what's coming up
What
next.
to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we have to speculate or guess. To me,
What
I
is
just think
next?
it was a short, just a kind of a cheap shot.
That corner, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, we'll get into that. By the way, just real quick, we are going to have our 2022 comic book movies as well as comic book TV shows episode coming out very, very soon, where we're going to run down the list of everything from MCU on Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu. So, Jerry, since you've read the whole run through, I know you've read parts of it, I guess, Matthew, if you have, I don't know.
I won't be reading.
I just be looking. I like the covers.
I've got a bunch.
Compared to the run that was there, what would you guys kind of rate this as far as the show compared to the comics? And then, I know of course, they still have to tie in to the MCU and everything else they're doing, but what's your outtake on that?
I mean, they definitely took a lot from this run. From Matt Fraction was the writer, and then David Aja.
Or just say Ajay.
Hey,
His artwork is prominent in the opening and the closing.
Okay.
They did it in his style. Logo is straight from the run. They did change a couple things, like for instance, Kazi. Kazi was like this, wannabe Joker character. He was way more sadistic in the comic than he was in the
I'm glad they
show.
toned it down.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely toned it down because he's the reason in the comic why Clint is deaf. Because he took two of his arrows and jammed them in his ears in the comic.
Shit.
Wait a minute.
And that's
Who is this in the show?
why
He's not on the show. That's what
he
you
is.
said.
in-
Yeah,
no,
he's
he
the
is in the
guy
show.
with Echo.
Oh.
He's Echo's number 2.
Oh.
That's who that is?
They toned
I
him
didn't even-
down.
they couldn't figure
Yeah,
out
that
who
was that's supposed to be him.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would never, because he's
scary as
somebody
fuck in the
that I wish
comics.
they would have elaborated
Super chill
on.
in the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
he's just
comparison.
there.
I was going to say in
Yeah.
the show, he doesn't really.
He's
not
just
saying
there.
he's not a badass, but yeah, he doesn't feel threatening like
Right.
They
that.
give you reason to think that he could be a bad guy, like because of
Right.
how he's treated and stuff like that. But no, he's just
He
there.
just felt like a number 2.
Yeah. Well,
Wow,
henchman.
I didn't know that.
they switched the cars out in the chase scene. They were in the Challenger in the comics, and in the show, the bad guys were in the car. I mean, the Kingpin was behind everything in that too,
Right,
And
right.
like I said, it was Kate Bishop's dad that was more connected versus the mom.
okay.
But then Madame Mask was also involved. That's why I thought that they were going to make Kate Bishop's mom into Madame Mask, if not now, later. Like that'll come because, like you said, she's such a great actress.
That's exciting,
Why,
yeah.
why
She
waste
would
her on
kill
this
it.
one
Yeah.
show?
Seriously.
Awesome.
You know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. They took a lot from. They took more from the comics in this than they do most things.
Nice. Okay. That is our Hawkeye review. Again, we got 2022 comic book movies as well as 2022 comic book shows episodes coming out very soon. All right, ladies and gents, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, follow on all social media formats, Zero Dark Nerdy. Jerry, tell them where they can find you on trivia nights if you are here in the Greensboro area or just stopping through. Jerry's going to give you a rundown of where you can check out the Zero Dark Nerdy trivia nights.
So Mondays, I'm at Bearded Goat downtown. That's on Lewis Street. And then Tuesdays, I'm at Odin Brewing Company on Gate City Boulevard. Wednesday and Fridays, I'm at Stumble Stiltskins on Market Street, downtown Greensboro. And Thursdays, I'm going to be at Revolution Mill Bearded Goat. And if you're a member of the Starmount Forest Country Club, I will see you January 15th for your trivia nights. They're coming back.
There you go for our one percenters out there in the audience.
Yeah, I think you reached like 1.5 persons.
Oh, I'm putting up the tip jar.
There you go. There you go for our one percenters in the Greensboro area.
Don't come on Thursdays though, because I'll be wrecking shit. He's the only one I like to go to.
Matthew did show up and win last time, so
I showed up at halftime and won.
Damn.
Because I'm nice.
He's nice like that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
It sounds like we're nothing. He did it. He did it himself.
As always,
I did do it myself.
Happy New Year, everybody. We're getting ready to hit season 5, year 4 of Zero Dark Nerdy. Oh, goodness gracious. Couldn't do it without my compadres here. For those not in the studio, for all the fans, family, everybody out there, looking forward to big things. Wishing you health and success and all kinds of awesome shit here in 2022. And we'll catch you next time.
Peace.
Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.
Thank you for listening to Believe. You can show support to your host by subscribing to the show and giving us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform. Check us out at Believe.com and search for BLEAV on YouTube.
Hey, it's Michelle Beadle. That's right, the Michelle Beadle. You're welcome. You love talking about sports. I love talking about sports. You know the only thing cooler than talking about sports? Sports! And right now, all your favorite sports are on Sirius XM. I'm talking every NFL game, every game from the NBA, NHL, MLB, every NASCAR race, golf major conference college sports, and all the top games in the WNBA. If it gets your heart pumping, it's on Sirius XM. To start your free trial of Sirius XM today, visit SiriusXM.com/believe.